So hello everyone.
Hello.
Hello. Are you not? Hello.
Welcome to the
Are we
show.
actually? Oh,
yeah,
hi.
it says propagating.
Oh,
So it
you
means
know
we
that's
should
what
be,
that meant.
Yeah, we should be out.
Oh. Okay. Hello, everyone.
The internet can totally see you now. What?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Welcome to 2020 for those of you who are watching us in the year 3045.
Wow.
Wow, we're
If you
gonna
can find
be
the tech to do that.
a major part of history.
We're going to be in the Smithsonian. What year did I say? 3045?
You said 3045?
We're going to be in the Smithsonian Institute for what are we going to be in the Smithsonian Institute for what? The best cookbook in the whole world?
Oh,
cheapest
yes.
cookbook, the best cookbook, the cheapest cookbook.
Okay, so today we are making Plan Ahead pot roast.
Woohoo.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of our Plan Ahead leftovers. We have an ebook, guys, that is 20% off right now that is Plan Ahead leftovers. Really good ebook, even if I do say so myself.
It's part of the Menus on a Dime series.
It is part of the Menus on a Dime. And what it is it's recipes that are similar to our Dining on a Dime. Dining on a Dime is 20% off. Everything in our store is 20 to 50% off right now for New Year's. We have a coupon code, New Year coupon code. We have 20% off our dining, 20% off our Plan Ahead leftovers ebook. So go grab them right now. I think they're going through the 15th. I'm not sure. We also have all our planners. The planner set is up to 50% off. So go grab those. Today we are making pot roast, homemade pot roast, and it's so stinking easy. I really had to stretch to try and make a show today.
See, that long pause was so then we could fit in a extra 10 seconds, you know? We hit the 10-minute mark and call it a full video.
So this recipe is in our Dining on a Dime cookbook. Oops, I lost the page. Where'd it go? It's in our Dining on a Dime, oh, right here. Right here, Dining on a Dime cookbook, page 260. Our new hardcover books.
Will hopefully be here soon.
I'm hoping they're going to be here at the end of next week. If you pre-ordered, we have not run off with your money. The cookbooks are sitting in Los Angeles, waiting to get on a truck to get here. Yes. So anyway, Dining on a Dime cookbook. So I'm going to show you how to make 4 meals, 4 easy meals from one pot roast. Now, like I said, this is so stinking easy, I'm really going to have to stretch for the show today, but that's okay. So,
Stinking easy, alright.
scoot over just a little bit. There you go. Right here, can they see this,
Yes.
Dave? Right here I have 9 pot roasts. Number 10 is in the oven for the magic of television, okay? So, these pot roasts here were $2.99 a pound. Right there you can see. $2.99 a pound. Can they see that?
All you can see is 740. Oh, yeah. Kind of.
Can you see that?
$2.99 is very small, but yeah.
Okay, well you can see this is $7.45, $2.99 a pound. Okay. Now, when pot roasts go on sale for $2.99, that is my stock up price, okay? Now, our price book right here, we've got the price book and the financial planner listed separately for those of you who wanted it. So, in our price book, right here, I go over to meats, see meats, and right here, you can see it says roast, $2.99, okay?
Kinda, yeah. At the
So,
top.
when roast hits $2.99, and I am either close to being out or I am out, I stock up. That's why I got 10. I spent about $75 on 10 pot roasts. This is going to get me 10 weeks that I'm going to make a pot roast. Not every week. Maybe I do like every week, every 10 days. But then these pot roasts here for $75 is going to get me 30 to 40 dinners for my family of 4 that's eating at home right now. Okay, so let that thing sink in. For those of you buying the box meals, you guys are out of your minds, but anyway, for those of you buying your boxed meals that are delivered to the door, you're spending $50 for one meal. And then you still have to come home and cook it. To me, that is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard, but people are going crazy over it, and I think we're going to do a show on it. But 10 meals here, and I'm not kidding, each of the meals that I make from these is less than 10 minutes to cook. They are so stinking easy, it's crazy. I'm on a list, and it's about freezer cooking, and this lady was so excited because she spent 3 hours, her and her mom, so 6 hours worth of work to put 28 meals in the freezer in the crock pot. She spent 20 minutes making each meal. This is going to take me less than 10 minutes for each meal. So that's why I stock up on things like this, because it makes my life super easy. I just throw it straight in the freezer just like that. These are the ones Ellie got yesterday. You can see they're frozen. I just throw them straight in like this. I let them defrost for just a little bit, and then I peel off the back and I throw them in the oven frozen at 8 o'clock in the morning. Let it cook all day long at 250 degrees. And then in the evening, I have a wonderful dinner that you're going to see, okay? All right, let me show you how I do this. Whoops. So you take your pan right, oh shoot, okay. You take your pan right here. Now, you can line it with aluminum foil. I don't line mine with aluminum foil because it usually seeps through and then I have to clean the pan anyway. So you can line it. You can line it with those crock pot bags. You can line it with the cook bags, whatever you want. Doesn't matter to me. Or you can just leave your pan and then just wash it, which is fine. Now, what I do is I take my roast and I throw my roast in the oven with an onion, seasoned salt, and before I went gluten-free, a can of cream of mushroom soup, okay? So let me cut my onions here. Hopefully I won't slice off my finger because I don't have my cutting board. Not sure where it went, but we'll just adapt and overcome because that's what we do.
You may have mentioned this already, but Mary was asking what cut of roast is it?
It doesn't matter. Everybody gets all hung up on the kind of roast it is. It does not matter. I just get whatever the cheapest is. Now, for this one, it's a beef bottom round, okay? But don't get hung up because when you cook it, when you slow cook stuff in the oven, guys, it makes your meat really nice and tender. And if you have cooked your roast right, if you've cooked your chicken right, if you've cooked your turkey right, you will not have to use a knife to cut it up. Okay, you might need it to go this way, but it should just peel real easy. So I put my roast in my pan, sprinkle it with a little bit of my homemade seasoned salt. That's in Dining on a Dime cookbook also. It's also on our website. The recipe's on our website. Type in seasoned salt and you'll find it. Then I just set my onions. Woo! Oh dear. I just set my onions on top, just like this. Now, you can do this in the crock pot if you want, and you can do it in the Instant Pot, and I'll tell you how to do that. Then I take my if I'm going gluten-free, I just do it like this. If I'm not gluten-free, I use my cream of mushroom soup and just pour it over the top. Then I add just a cup or so of water, okay, to keep it moist. And oh, where'd the foil go? To keep it moist and to make gravy, okay? Because I really like the gravy. Okay. Then you just take your foil and you very securely. Whoops, I might have to get another piece. Yeah, here, let's just do it this way. Very securely put this in your foil. And then just throw this in the oven. Now, if you want to add potatoes, you can add potatoes. If you want to add carrots, you can put in the carrots. I usually put those in about 3 hours before I'm done cooking. But if you're going to work, just put the potatoes in there. Just scrub your potatoes, put them in whole. And then let it cook in your oven at 250 all day. My grandma was a working mom. My grandma worked like, my goodness, 16, 18 hours a day. This woman was a farm worker. She had a second job. She ran the house. And she would put a roast in the oven in the morning, and then she'd come home from working, pull it out, and it was done. Okay, so now let me show you the magic of television. Now, I spent a lot more time talking than it actually takes to make this, but let me just show you.
I think Dad threw it in very quickly.
Yeah, so what happened was I had to take Dave to the dentist again today.
A different dentist.
A different dentist. And he...
Is that the one I put in?
Yes.
What?
And I forgot...
I cooked.
You cooked. And I forgot to throw the roast in before we left at 7 o'clock this morning. So I called Mike while we were gone, and I asked him to throw it in. Now, let me show you here. Here's my potatoes. Now watch. Look how easily that fork pierces, okay? Look how this just comes apart. Super yummy. I don't even need a knife. It's just falling apart. Now, my carrots I threw in an hour ago. Look how those just pierce. See how wonderful. See the skin, how that just comes right off. Doesn't that look delicious? Don't you just want to snarf down, what is it called? Snarf.
That's very moist.
Is it delicious?
Much
Okay.
delish.
Now, how do I get 4 meals from 1 roast? Okay, now we're going to show you this. You can't eat any more because I have to show something, okay? I know. I'm sorry. I'm a mean and cruel mother, aren't I? Okay, so now let's show here.
Oh my, you're measuring.
Chuck is still in his PJs.
Oh, I am, yes. Who isn't?
Okay, so we've got our scale here. Okay, so it's set at 0. Can you guys see this? Now, let me show you this.
Oh, that's a white plate on.
Here's our roast.
Holy
Holy cow.
That is a huge roast.
Okay, now this roast, and there was a nice layer of fat on there too.
3.5 pounds-ish, 3.65.
3.5 pounds.
Wait, it says 30.6.
Wait.
That's ounces.
Oh, no, we're
ounces.
ounces. Hold on. Okay, well, actually, that's fine. 30 ounces is fine. 30 ounces, which is just under 2 pounds for this cooked roast, okay? Now, to put this in perspective for you guys, since it's the new year and everybody's trying to lose weight, I'm going to show you what a proper serving size is. This is 30 ounces. This is 10 servings of roast.
Holy moly.
Okay, 10 servings. That is a lot. But how many families would sit down and eat this entire thing at once? Okay, so let me show you. I'm going to start taking away now. Now, normally, guys, I don't do this many potatoes and carrots. My mother's just going to have a cow because we were talking today about not cooking so much food. But I have a specific use that I'm using these potatoes and carrots for. And so that's why they're there. So let me show you. All right, let's see if we get down to our...
Yeah, that's 3.75.
Okay, 3.75. So right here,
That is actually a lot more than I expected, actually.
this is a serving size, guys. Right here is a serving. And you can see, they always say use the palm of your hand. You can see that is about the size of the palm of my hand, slightly larger. So then, when you add your potato,
That's a
and
big
then
potato.
you add your carrots. Oops. And then when you add your side of fruit, I usually add more carrots than that, but my fingers were getting burned. You have a complete meal here, guys. And this meal costs me less than $1 a person.
So why are you paying $50?
So exactly, that's my point. Why are you paying $50 to have food delivered to your door that you still have to cook, and it takes you longer to cook that than it took for me to do this 10-minute meal? Okay?
Yum.
Now, how am I going to make this into 4 meals? Okay, so this is a serving size right here. So let me see how I should do this without anything bad going on. Okay, so what I would do, now first of all, don't let everybody take meat themselves. You dish it up yourself, and for us, for the kids have to eat the other items on the plate before they can get seconds of other things. Unless they're asking for seconds of fruits and vegetables, then we allow it. But you've got your starch, your vegetables, your fruit, and your meat all right here, okay? Oh, that's delicious. Oh my goodness. Your wife is a good cook.
I know.
Wow. Do you know how lucky you are?
I didn't hesitate. Did you see that?
You didn't hesitate.
Yes, I do know.
Okay.
Actually, I have to say I thought it was funny. Shayla was here the other day and she made her sweet and sour chicken. And it was funny to see Tara and Shayla talking about cooking, and Shayla was, when the subject of eating out came up, Shayla got this kind of messed up look on her face. Like it was disgusting to eat out.
It is. No, you gotta wait because I gotta show them something. I know. Okay. Well, here, you can eat that plateful. Okay. Yeah, you can eat whatever you want. Oh, and by the way, actually, let me show you guys. This, I would probably serve a half a potato, okay, usually. And then if they want more, they can come back and get more. But for little kids, guys, don't serve this much for toddlers. Serve 2 tablespoons for each thing. 3 tablespoons when they're from like 3 to 7 or 8. And then 8, I'll do, 8 to 10, I'll do a quarter or a half a potato. Don't serve a ton of food for kids. That's another way to save. Okay, here.
So I probably won't eat this entire thing. So.
Okay, we'll just take it over there and put what you want on your, you can just eat what you want. Okay. All right, so then, how am I making this into 4 meals?
Well, you already had one.
I had one?
There-
Yes.
Yeah, one's over.
So, 1 meal, we eat the roast. Yes? Yeah, it's right behind me. And then, let me get going here because I'm going to show you how to make the gravy. No. Okay, so I'm going to pour the gravy off here and get my gravy warming for gravy. All right. All right, so got the gravy in here, accidentally dumped a couple of carrots here, just use this.
Oh, okay.
All right, so what am I gonna do? I'm gonna take and make a quarter Oh, Dave, you need to come back over this way.
Oh.
Okay, so our first meal is roast and potatoes and carrots and applesauce. Second meal. Okay, so here's first meal. Sorry. So approximately, probably, I don't know. Okay, about this much here. Here, let's just pull that off. There. Approximately this much is going to be 4 servings of 3 ounces each. Then we're going to take and pull this apart. Okay, there we go. Now, over here, what am I going to do? I'm going to take and make barbecue beef. How hard is barbecue beef?
Oh, yeah.
Since this one's already pre-shredded, I will take, shred it up, just like so. Throw on some barbecue sauce. Mix it up, just like so. Warm it in the microwave or the oven, whichever you want, stovetop. Put this on buns. If you like onions, you can add a slice of onion. Super yummy. You can serve it with sliced cucumbers. You can serve it with peaches or pears or whatever, oranges, apples, whatever's in season. Okay, so there's meal number 2. Meal number 3, I'm going to take any leftover gravy that I have. I'm going to fill my pan about halfway with water. I'm going to cook my noodles in it. These are gluten-free, but you don't have to use gluten-free. Usually we use egg noodles. These are just the noodles I had on hand. I'm going to put in my pan my leftover gravy, my noodles, and some extra water. Cook until the noodles are tender. Throw in about 4 ounces of meat, chopped up. I'm going to chop up my meat, throw it in, 4 ounces, and then we have beef and noodles. Here's the thing, guys. You do not need a full serving of meat every single day. So in this case, we're just using it as a condiment, more of a taste, okay? Now, my next meal, we're gonna make steak and mushroom gravy. So what will I do? I will take this little bit that's left over right here, chop it up again. If I don't have any gravy left, then I will make some gravy with some beef stock or chicken or beef bouillon. Add a can of mushrooms, noodles, you've got steak and gravy. If you don't want that, because it's similar to beef and noodles, you can go in and make stew. I will take a piece of meat like this, chop it up really fine, add some carrots, add some celery, add some potatoes, and you've got Mom's stew, which is a delicious stew right here, Diane Dime Cookbook. We've got Mom's stew. So that, you can come back up, Dave. That is how I get 4 meals out of 1 pot roast. And guys, I'm not kidding. I truly only spend about 10 minutes making dinner. It frustrates me to no end to see these articles, dinner in 30 minutes, dinner in 20 minutes. You guys, really, it shouldn't really take you more than 20 minutes to cook dinner, especially if you're a working mom or a new mom with little kids. You don't need to spend all this energy cooking a long, elaborate, drawn-out meal. So that is how you do it for 4 meals with 1 $7 pot roast. So that costs me
Much delish.
much delish. Was it super yummy for your tummy? Can you feel that halfway with water? That is $2 per meal for 4 meals for our family of 4. So by the time I add the sides and everything, it's about $3 for the entire meal. That is stinking good,
Yes.
even if I do say so myself.
Alright, Dave's gotta get a piece of the
Okay.
action here.
Now Dave's got to get a piece of the action.
Oops.
Thank you. Oh, my
Okay.
fork? This is my fork?
Let me show you how I make brown gravy real quick. It's so easy.
Since we have so much time left.
Yes. Okay, now I had 50 pounds of cornstarch. This is some of it that's left over, so you don't need to buy that much cornstarch. I just happen to have it. So I'm putting my cornstarch in. Cold water, okay, right here. Then I took my gravy drippings. I'm stirring the cornstarch in the cold water. That's how you get non-lumpy gravy, okay? So Dave, come back over to my pot here. Then I've got my gravy drippings right here in the pan. Now usually I will add a bouillon cube or two, but I'm out of beef bouillon, so we're just gonna have to deal with it today. Pour in my water. We're gonna bring it back to a boil. We're gonna add a little bit of seasoned salt, or just salt if you want. And we're gonna stir. There's no need to buy gravy packets, guys. Gravy packets are only cornstarch and seasonings. And so there's no reason to spend $1 on a gravy packet when you can spend 10 cents, literally 10 cents, making your gravy. So, yes, it's time to get it together, people!
Just like your...
Just like my
Apron.
new apron,
That's
which is
sadly
on
not-
sale.
Oh, it is? Oh, you still have some?
I do. I still have some.
Oh,
They're
wow.
on sale.
Where's my apron?
I got one for you.
Oh,
Okay, so let's get this going. While this is boiling, do we have any questions about the roast?
Oh, sorry. Let me go back to that. There were just people talking about different ways to do it, like with different kinds of cream soups and things like that. Some people said they like the crock pot, and some people said they don't like the crock pot because it gets mushy in the crock pot. And so, let me see if I can find any specific things about the roast.
Okay, while he's looking for questions, let me do a little bit of troubleshooting. So let's say it's an hour before dinner and you put your forks in and you can't shred your roast. It's not done. So what I do is I turn it up to 350 or 400 degrees, and then I let it cook at 350 to 400 until it's done to where you can shred it, okay? The other way to do it is if, let's say, you don't put it in at 8 o'clock in the morning and it's like 9 or 10, start it at 350 degrees for 1 to 2 hours, then turn it down to 250 degrees, and then that will get it going also. Like I said, I normally put my potatoes and carrots in 2 to 3 hours before I plan on serving dinner, but if you're working, go ahead and throw your potatoes in while you're just cooking in the morning. Just throw them in with the roast in the morning and you'll be good. Okay, so can you see how this is thickening up right here? It's not looking good. Okay, questions?
About the roast?
Yes, or is there?
Where can I find it in my book?
We have the slow cook roast recipes in there, right?
Yeah, just look for roast in the index. Guys, we have like 12 different editions of our cookbook, so I can't tell you what page because I don't know what edition you have, but just go look in the index under beef and it will show you the roast.
Had that for dinner last night. Gravy over bread this tonight. Hot roast beef sandwiches. Yeah, a lot of people are talking about the different things they do. How about shredded beef tacos?
Yeah, so here, let me go ahead and list some of these ingredients. Or some of these dinners you can have. Shredded beef tacos is great. Barbecue beef is great. Stew is great. You can do, just take gravy over toast. They call it a not so nice name sometimes, but you make toast and you put your leftover roast on there and then you pour your gravy over the top. And then you've got, that's really yummy. You could do that gluten-free with gluten-free toast, easy. You can make French dip.
Oh yeah.
Just
Shannon
take
said
your
that.
gravy and put it on buns, and have a really nice, yummy French dip. When you guys do things like French dip, you don't need a full 3 ounces of meat, okay? Just give everybody 1 or 2 ounces of meat. And then that's more than plenty, okay?
Did you say something about using cream of mushroom soup?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because Deborah asked, can you use something besides cream of mushroom? Lala suggested cream of celery.
Mm-hmm.
That would probably work.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. Yum-a-rummo.
A lot of people talking about how much they love the planners.
Oh, yeah, you guys got the planners and you're loving them?
Yep. Janelle, wish I could reach in and grab a bite too.
As Ellie's eating. Okay, so Jack just devoured most of, not quite all of his, but let me show you what this looks like with the gravy.
Donna wants to know, is there a specific kind of beef that would be best? Or are they
No,
pretty much all...
that's the beauty. See, that's what the gravy looks like. Yum-a-rum-o.
And I have, for those of you who've asked, I have shared the recipe a couple times, but if you don't find it there, you can go to our website, livingonadime.com, and either do a search or click show notes, and it's in the show notes as well.
And it's on the front.
Ooh, Karen says I sliver garlic in all my roasts. Oh, I love garlic too, Karen.
Oh yeah, that would be, you could add garlic, you can add onions, anything that you want for your seasonings.
Liz was asking how many ounces of barbecued beef is that?
30 ounces. So we weighed it and it was 30 ounces. So
the whole...
pre-cooked, it was about 2 ounces and probably, or I mean 2 pounds and probably 4 or 5 ounces. Well, wait, is the package still in here? No, it's not. Okay, never mind.
So Zena asked, how large was the roast and how many servings would you say you get per meal?
Oh, you
answered that already? Oh, sorry.
Okay, the roast was just over 2.5 pounds.
Maybe just in here.
The roast was just under 2.5 pounds, probably 2 pounds and about 4 ounces or so, somewhere around there. And then 30 servings on this roast.
Okay. So
Is that
Christine
right?
is asking if you think you'll do soap this year.
No. But soap, if you guys need soap, Ellie is having a New Year's sale. If you buy $35, you get a free bar of soap.
So Ellie took over some of the soap, right?
Yeah. So Ellie took over the goat milk portion of the soaps. And she's got the goat milk cream. And she's got the goat milk soaps, which I love. They are buy $35 and get a free bar of soap right there. That's like, what, 20% off or somewhere around there. So you get a free bar of soap if you spend $35 on anything in her store, including the soap nets. So yeah.
Oops.
Goatmilkgifts.com, by the way.
Oh yeah, goatmilkgifts.com. That might help, huh, Ellie? And her coupon code is on, or wait, do you need a coupon code for it? Or does it just...
you just have to add the soap to the cart.
Okay, you just have to add the soap to the cart
After you
for it.
do 30.
Yeah, after you order the 35.
I wish I only spent 30 minutes making dinner, Cheryl says. Well, you could just do what Tara just did today.
Yeah.
If you missed it, you can watch it again when the show's over.
Yeah. In 2020, we are teaching you guys how to cook because we have realized that people are making grocery shopping and cooking way, way, way too complicated. I stopped in at the grocery store today. It literally took me 10 minutes. Ellie got half of them yesterday, but if I was to get all of these, it would take me 10 minutes to run in, get the roast, and come out. And I saved over $130 off the retail price. That's my savings, was $130 for 10 minutes worth of work. So we're gonna start showing you guys how you can start saving and cooking and learning how to cook, because really, I'm sorry, you really shouldn't be spending more than 20 minutes in the kitchen. I mean, you can go up to 30 minutes, but I wouldn't.
Anne wants to know how long is the sale for on the website.
Did we
Have we
decide a
decided?
date?
I don't think we have.
So for the planners, The sale is until the planners run out. So the planner sets, which includes the planner and the price book and the financial planner, the to-do list, the menus list, and menus on a dime for those that we have left, and an apron or without an apron. They are 50% off. Everything else is 20% off. You just need to use the coupon code. And the planners until we run out. The other one's probably January 15th. I'm not quite sure yet. I don't think we made a decision. Guys, it's been crazy. Yeah, so Grandpa's funeral was Friday. We've had company until yesterday. So it's just been crazy. So
all kinds of other crazy things have been going on
yeah,
too. So.
Yeah.
Kathy says this is my usual for a roast. Roast, taters and carrots, then beef Manhattans. What are those?
I've never heard of beef Manhattan. I have no idea.
Then barbecue roast sandwiches and then beef stew.
I missed my mouth.
Life of a Kate says, I love this. You've inspired me. My husband and I are saving for a house. He says he wants to eat smaller portions. He's 400 pounds. And I told him a serving of chicken is 3 ounces. We only cook one breast now.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny
Well,
because...
and even that, the chicken breasts I get are 16 ounces each.
And the cool thing is,
Yeah.
you can save money and kind of get healthier at the same time.
Yeah.
Which is kind of, I think, we've heard a lot of people tell us that they've
Yeah.
had great success because of that.
So let me show you a chicken breast or chicken serving size. Ellie has the chicken thighs defrosting, but see this right here? That's one serving size of chicken. This is. A chicken breast runs anywhere from 12 to 16 ounces now. They're huge. So that's really 4 servings.
So High Maintenance One says she lives near us and is wondering which grocery store did you get that at?
Lucky's.
Lucky's. Oh, okay.
Lucky's in Longmont, but I think all the Lucky's have them. I don't know where you're at in Colorado, but I got it at Lucky's in Longmont. And it goes until Wednesday if you need to.
Anything goes with Nicole. Hello, Tara and Mike family. Our prayers are with you all. Thank you very
thank you.
much.
Our new year has not had the best start, so we're trying to.
But we're determined to have better from now on.
Well, I have to tell you something funny that I realized yesterday. So I had a specific sales goal in mind for 2019. I honestly didn't think I would make it. We had no product to sell. It seems strange, but we really haven't had much product to sell for 2019. We didn't have books for more than 6 months of the year. And so I was kind of like, I don't know how I'm going to reach the sales goal. Well, then last January, if you guys remember.
Is that burner off?
Huh?
We're having questions if the burner is off.
Oh, yeah. Last January.
Thanks for watching out for the safety.
Thank you. You guys know me. Last January, we closed the How to Save on Grocery group, which had more than 60,000 people in it. And people were really ticked off at me. They were really ticked. But it was costing me a lot of money paying my assistant and myself to moderate this group, and it wasn't actually helping our business. So anyway, so I closed this grocery group. I knew it was a smart business decision, but people were really upset with me. And I had person after person say, their business is going to go down the toilet. That's it. I'm telling everybody how horrible they are, blah, 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 saying how they're just going to smear us all over the internet, how horrible we are because we closed this grocery group and it was a community for people to save money, blah, blah, blah. How dare I do that? And they kept saying how our business was going to go down and tank and just go down the toilet and all of this. Well, guess what? Somehow, with us not having a product to sell for 6 months, with us not working almost 4 months of that year, our sales were up 25%.
What?
And I reached, I'm not kidding, at 9 p.m. on New Year's Eve, I reached the sales goal that I had in mind for 2019.
Woohoo.
I couldn't believe it. So here's the thing, guys. Where was I going with that whole point? Somebody said something about that, and I had a point.
I have no
Anyway,
idea what goes
my-
on in your mind.
Thanks. Here's my point, I guess, with all of that. Even when you have setbacks and things keep going wrong, like this year, we literally started off the year with a funeral. This morning, we started off our work year by taking Dave to the dentist and finding out he's going to need $8,000 worth of dental work done after just spending
But he's worth it, Mom.
$5,000 last year on him.
See, you guys just make me feel
But-
bad.
I'm not saying
I feel bad now.
you are worth it.
Because of the money.
Why? You're worth
Because
it.
those are huge numbers.
No, it's
like,
no. I'm just saying. Just hold on. I got a point.
Ah.
My point is, even when you have setbacks like that, just keep going and doing the next thing to get you where you want to go. We could have given up 50 or 100 times this year with stuff last year with stuff that has gone on. We could give up already with this year with stuff that's already been going on. So just stop worrying about things. Like Dave says, about the money. It's not about the money. What I'm saying is we're not going to worry about that. We're going to worry about taking each step that he needs to get done. And we're going to just get it done and just keep moving forward.
That's kind of what we've done with the whole family, though, right?
I know. I mean, one year we spent at least a third, probably closer to 40% of our income helping our older son with medical issues. 40% of our income that year went to medical issues. It was insane. So between him and me.
But
and,
it's worth it for him.
But, we're not going to help our kids we're not going to not help our kids when they need help. So anyway, the whole point of that is to say, we've had setback after setback and we just kept going on and we reached our goal. And I was like, I can't believe we reached our goal, but we reached our goal. So anyway, that was supposed to be inspirational. Probably wasn't, but anyway, it was supposed to be.
Don't stop when the trolls tell you to stop.
That's
Keep
Dave's
going.
point. Right, Dave.
Julie says, God is good all the time. And Kathy says,
Yeah.
God is so awesome. Way to go, Tara. Yes. Yes, we
have to
definitely
start
have
with
to
off
raise
the-
our hands to God.
Yeah, and I'm not crediting just our. I know that God has helped us keep going through, and I guess that's part of my point. Is you have to have faith that God's going to take care of you. Just because He has a crazy amount of dental work that needs to be done, I have absolutely no qualms that we're not going to be able to pay for it and pay cash for it, because God keeps providing. When we had to spend all that money on BJ, we paid cash for it. We had no idea how we were going to do it, but we did. And we didn't do a GoFundMe. We didn't do a whatever else there is out there.
Well, because we didn't have to, because...
Yeah, and that's part of the
Kind of.
reason why we're frugal with our money and why we don't do things like not buy new cars, so that when emergencies like this come up, we have the money to pay for them because we're not sinking them in a car, or we're not sinking them in a house we can't afford, or we're not sinking them into sports after sports. One or two sports is fine, but when you have kids in 4 or 5 sports a year, it's ridiculous. So, yeah. Anyway, that's my little lecture for the
Excuse
day.
me. I'm sorry.
Amanda says the only thing I've
I
ever
didn't
done with...
mean- Sorry.
Amanda says the only thing I've ever done with roast is make a Coke roast.
Yeah, that's
Isn't
a good one.
That is a good one.
And we have that in I think it's our Quick and Easy Menus ebook also, which we're going to be turning into a full-fledged cookbook as soon as we can get more dining on a dime done. So
To be honest with Dave, we feel really bad because he's not been feeling very good
Yeah.
because of it.
I feel
And-
worse just because his mouth has been hurting for weeks.
But he's just heard us talking about the money part because we had a dentist that seemed to be kind of shady that we spent a lot on. And so we were having a discussion about whether we want to go with what the dentist today told us and so
Well,
that's the only reason we're really talking the money with him.
I don't think he was shady. I think it was just a fluke.
Well, but
Yeah.
but was he not shady on what he
Well, yeah, on what he missed. Yeah, that was just negligence. Yeah.
Because he
Yeah. So anyway.
So, no, I don't think shady on the other part. Well, when I say what he missed, if you guys weren't here, basically right after they did a bunch of work on his teeth, he was having pain, and we discovered he had 2 teeth with fairly large holes in them.
After he had been declared cavity-free 5 days before.
That they clearly missed.
And he's been going in for cleanings every 6 months, so that's why we were frustrated.
So, okay, let's see. Spanky, I found chicken quarters for 29 cents a pound. Would have cleaned them out, but there was a lady with a young child with her, and she wanted some too, so we split them.
Oh,
so
that's
I have
good.
about 8 bags each.
Now, on something like that, guys, because they have them in there, if they're a clearance item, then that's probably all they have. But a lot of times, like today, I cleaned them out on the roast. I took it all. Why? Because they have more in the back to stock. So if it's something like that and there's another person there that wants some, but you still want some more, ask if they have them in the back, and they will cut them up and package them for you while you're wait, especially if you need to stock up. Because $2.99 a pound doesn't come very often here in Colorado. Usually it's around $3.49 is the best deal, or is a good deal. My best deal here now is $2.99 a pound. If I found it for less than $2.99 a pound, I would have gotten double that amount, but I haven't seen that for a long time.
I know you already answered all the details, and people can go back, I'm sure, but do you remember just generally how much the roast was?
The roast was about 2 pounds, 4 or 5 ounces. So,
Liz, is it best to go grocery shopping 1 day per week or multiple days per week? Thanks, and you guys are fantastic.
no thanks.
I had to throw that in there. Yay, thanks, Liz.
That's because you complete me.
Really?
Sorry.
I didn't even have to see you to know what you did.
If you're not completed before you get married, honey, he ain't gonna complete you. So you better be completed before you're married.
You should be able to live by yourself.
Okay, sorry. Back to the
His
question.
job is to knock all the sharp corners off.
Yeah.
Still working on it, by the way.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay, back to Liz's question. I would say grocery shop once a week, once every 2 weeks, or once a month. I do a big grocery shopping once a month. I will say, though, a little, I forgot what it's called. PS or whatever. No, whatever. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, I will say we do go to the grocery store a couple of times a week because usually I don't have the shows planned out and I decide that morning what I'm doing for the show that afternoon. And if I'm out of an ingredient, I'll have Mike stop by and pick it up. But here's the thing. I would shop no more than once a week for normal people. Twice a month I think is even better, and once a month is okay if you can do that. When we lived 70 miles from the grocery store, we just went once a month. But here's the thing. You buy more things the more times you're in the grocery store. So, stay out of the grocery store and you won't be spending as much.
Actually, I heard over the holidays that a lot of online retailers that have real physical brick and mortar stores like it when you order things like shoes and they don't fit and you bring them back to the store, because they figure that while you're returning the one item in the store, they said on average you will buy 3 more items for being in the store.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much that way with food. And that's why whenever there's a sale, all the sale stuff in the grocery... I used to work at a grocery store, and we would intentionally put all the sale stuff in the back. And you have to walk past all the other signs along the way that are kind of luring you to buy other things.
But here's the thing, guys. If there's something on sale, I will buy it if it's on sale. So let's say I go in and they have roast on sale, but I didn't know they had grapes for 98 cents a pound. I will go buy grapes as our fruit, fresh fruit for that week. It's not our only fresh fruit, but one of the fresh fruits for our week. I'll go in and spend the money on grapes. I don't go in with a list and just say I'm only buying this, because you never know when you're going to buy a good deal. This is the reason why I don't like no spend months or years or whatever. Because I know a lot of people love them, and I even put one in right here. I'll show you right here. I even put one in just for my assistants, Heidi and Janelle, because I knew they asked for one. I put a no spend log in here. But here's the thing. I don't do no spend month. I only did that because I know people like to do it. But here's the thing. Oh, are you braced? I'm going to say something, so Dave might be braced for this too.
Yeah. I'm bracing. Hopefully the bridge is
It looks like he's expecting a hurricane to throw a wave up over the ship.
Well, it's going to. Okay, you ready? Here's the thing. I needed 2 new bras.
TMI.
My flopping wasn't stopping. So somebody was going to get hurt if that flopping wasn't stopping.
Come on,
So
Mother.
I went and got 2 new bras because I needed 2 new bras. But, are you okay? But I don't go and buy 15 or 20 bras. There's a lady one time, I helped her get organized. I am not exaggerating. She had we counted them. She had over 150 bras. That is ridiculous. There's absolutely no reason to have 150 pairs of underwear. I have 10 pairs of underwear and I have 2 bras. That's it. So I don't go and just spend, and I'm not saying if you do no spend month that that's what you do. I'm not saying that by any means, but I'm saying for me, I don't go and just spend just for the sake of spending. I only buy things when I actually need them or when I actually want them and I have something like my Christmas money or something like that. So, so that's why I don't do no spend month. To me, I wouldn't have gone and bought these roasts that were on sale, but I've been out of roast for about 4 months because it hasn't been on sale. Well, if it was no spend month, I couldn't get a good deal on roasts and stock up. So I would just have to wait and go spend the money later. So to me, it really doesn't make sense. If you have your spending under control, you're just going to spend it later.
You got lots and lots of laughing on the Facebook side. Oh my word, I'm dying laughing. This conversation is interesting. Scandalous.
Demonetized.
But aren't you guys glad that I cared enough to not hurt anyone?
Yeah. If you're
How
not
about that?
if you're not spending, what do you write there? That's great.
Well, write your goals and dreams for the year.
Well, one thing is there's sort of you sort of have to just get enough self-control to be able to not spend all the time instead of having a specific month of not spending. Because then, like Tara said, even when we were really low on money, as soon as we paid off enough debt to free up a lot of, some cash, relatively a lot for us at the time, if we saw a deal like that where something was just dirt cheap and much lower than we'd ever pay, we would buy a lot of it at once to save a lot more money kind of in the long term. So,
I just realized, I think my grandma was watching with Mom. I hope I didn't give her a heart attack. Sorry, Grandma. If you end up in the hospital, I'm sorry.
Janine wants to know, how do I get your planner?
You can go to livingonadime.com and click on the store at the top. I only have 250 planners left. And here's the thing. The reason why they're 50% off for the sets, if you get the set, it's 50% off. You can get it without the apron and with the apron because we had some requests for without. So you can get it without and without the apron. And the financial planner and the price books are on sale by themselves. We had a lot of people ask for those by themselves. But I only have, I think 200. It was 250, but I didn't check today, but I think it's around 200 of each size less. That's all I've got left. The reason why they're marked down to 50% is because we can't ship them till January 15th. We're going to ship between January 15th and February 1st. So that's why they're such a good deal. It's only, literally, guys, a couple of dollars over my price. But we knew we couldn't ship them, so that's why we lowered them.
Janelle says, "Oh my, when your computer freezes when Tara's at the best part." There's a whole lot of conversation about that on Facebook. I think you really got everybody going.
Sorry.
So, while you were talking about the planners, I was going to tell you, Suzanne earlier said, "Love my planner."
Oh.
Tara nailed it.
Thank you. Now, I will admit, guys, I'm totally embarrassed. I have not used my own planner yet. But
Trying to get organized how to use it.
I am tomorrow, though.
You have no excuse. We have like 100
I
of
know.
them in there.
No, my excuse was we had Grandpa's funeral. Christmas really was not very good for, I mean, it was okay, but poor Mom never got to celebrate Christmas. So we've had company twice within a week. My brother and sister-in-law were here, and then they came back. They went home, and then they came back for the funeral. And so it's just been kind of crazy, even though I didn't have anything really to have to do with the funeral. It was just kind of, you know, chaotic with family and all of that kind of thing. So tomorrow I'm getting it together, Tara, and I'm planning the shows and getting started. We already have Dave's next dental appointment on Thursday, which we will write.
Yeah, but that's not really.
And we have a very special...
Which we will write right here.
No, not for.
2 appointments. We're going to put Dave's dental appointment right there that we have to go back on Thursday.
Wait, but
We
that should
have
go
a
on the
very
8th,
special
not the
birthday
3rd.
on Wednesday.
We do, but we have to do it on Wednesday.
I know.
Today's Monday.
Probably one of our very, very first viewers.
Our first viewers. Yep.
Down under.
Yep. Amy T, who's been with us, I think she was literally on there for my first show ever, I think.
That
I
was
think
when
she
you were
was.
testing it out. Those are
And,
good old days.
yeah.
Now we're on a routine.
Mike doesn't have that much underwear either, Lizette.
I have so much underwear that it's overfilling my box.
Well, maybe we need to go through and get
Which
rid
is
of
why
some
I
of
was
your
saying,
underwear.
let's get rid of all my underwear and buy myself a new, 12 pair set, and that's it.
Okay, we will do
Just
that
keep
for you.
So, Bonnie says, "I don't think I own 150 bras in my lifetime."
either.
I'm 62. Nancy's Windsor, Essex County. Do you use more wrap on the roast when you freeze it?
I don't.
You
I
just-
just throw it in like that.
And it's never really
And-
been a problem, right?
The thing is I use about 1 roast every week or 10 days. So that's going to last me about 3 months, and I don't get freezer burn. If you want to rewrap it, you can, but I don't. If you're going to rewrap it though, what I would do is season it up however you season your roast. Get it all seasoned, put it in your extra wrap or your freezer bag or whatever. Then just dump the whole thing in your pan or your crock pot. Oh, I was going to tell you, you can make this in the Instant Pot and you can make it in the crock pot, but I will tell you, oven cooking tastes so much better. Really, guys, you need to start using your oven more. Don't be afraid of running your oven during the day when you're at work. It's no different than running your crock pot. So just use it. And I'm telling you guys, the Instant Pot is not instant.
Oh, sorry.
It takes like 2.5 hours, even on the fast, to make a roast by the time you build the pressure and let the pressure down and all this kind of stuff. I mean, it's fine if you like it, and I get people love it, but the Instant Pot and I have not really become one, so.
By the way, somebody earlier had asked about Instant Pot, and I think they were asking if we have a recipe for that, but isn't that what Alderman Farms has?
Mm-hmm.
One? Did you share that already? Maybe
What?
I wasn't listening. A roast recipe for the Instant Pot?
Yeah, so we have a video that we did with Alderman Farms, how to make an Instant Pot in how to make a roast in the Instant Pot. Just go search Instant Pot on our YouTube channel, and that's our #1 video, actually, which is hilarious since I hate the thing. But anyway, our friend Alderman Farms, Patty, has an ebook, and she has that in there also. Oh, thank you, Jan. Aw, thanks. Somebody said about the planner for an ebook. Yes, we are hoping by the end of this week to have an ebook version. It will be undated, an ebook version of everything We're
that one's gonna be
hoping
undone?
we're hoping to have it up by Friday. I hope. Now that, well, I don't know. Mike's computer's got to go back to the shop, so I don't know if we're gonna get it up by Friday or not. But we'll see.
Well, I mean, but we have somebody else just putting it together, right? So
Yeah.
I can probably upload it on your computer.
Oh, okay. Well, then if we can do that,
As long
that'd
as I
be
don't
great.
have to create
So
it.
yes, they're all going to be in ebook form. With all 3 computers in the shop and Grandpa passing away and all that, we got really behind. We took off almost 2 weeks. I was thinking, oh, this is going to be great. We're going to rest and all that. And I'm like, I need a vacation for my vacation.
Can I share what your mom said about Grandpa on Christmas Eve?
Yeah, I guess.
So, this is especially for all the Christians out there. He had been kind of confused and stuff for days up until, but on Christmas Eve, Jill said that he woke up very excited and very clear and said he had been singing with a lot of people. And she said that he was kind of singing a little bit throughout the day, right?
Yeah, my grandpa was a Marine. He did not sing.
Making jokes and all this stuff, and that was that was the last day with us. But I have to think it was just a blessing to hear that he had been he said he'd been singing and all.
Yeah.
So,
I think God was giving him a glimpse of what he was going to.
yep. Jan says the beef Manhattan used to be on every restaurant menu. It's a shredded beef sandwich cut in half with mashed potatoes in the center and gravy over it all. That sounds really good.
Oh, man, I should put that in the next book. That's
You
yummy.
should try one of those. That sounds
Yeah.
awesome. Lala, what's the most time-consuming meal you've ever made?
Chicken fried steak.
Really? Oh.
Chicken fried steak that's why I only make it once or twice a year for Mike. That's his favorite meal. But that one takes quite a while.
Julie says the planner's amazing. Are you going to do another one?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, this year...
We're trying to decide. We may just stick with cookbooks. I'm going to see what the response is to the planner. What I might do is if people really, really like it, I might do pre-orders in June. In June. So we can get them in time. My problem with this year was I didn't even come up with the idea till October. It didn't come together until November, so they couldn't even start printing until the second week of November. So, and that's totally my fault. You know how I love to plan, which is kind of ironic. But I will tell you, it is a really good planner. I mean, it really is. I've had person after person email me and comment on YouTube and Facebook telling me how much they love it because it's practical. It keeps it organized, but it still gives you enough extra space to write all those extra ditties that you want to write. And so the problem is, I don't know. We'll see.
Jean says check your profitability for planners. Yeah, that's the thing.
Well,
It's
okay.
really not profitable at all this year.
Yeah.
That's
why we're hesitating. We did not make any money on this at all this year.
But a lot of about half the work we did would not need to be done again.
Yeah.
And if we planned ahead of time, we probably wouldn't create a lot more different kinds of products necessarily.
No.
But if we planned ahead of time, we could have them basically take what we've already done without a lot more investment on that part. So that we can do them next year and make a little bit of a profit on them, which would be good.
Yeah.
But
so that's where our hesitation is. And guys, this is our business. This is how we support our families. So we do a lot of giveaways and freebies, and we help people out and stuff like that. So we do a lot behind the scenes to help people out and that kind of thing. But this is our business. So with each product that we create, we have to determine, is this profitable enough for us to keep going for a business? Now, if it's something that we just feel like God just really is telling us, you know, you need to keep selling that, I don't care what the profit is, we would do that in a heartbeat. But we haven't felt that with any of our products. We have felt it with other things, giveaways and that kind of thing that we have done.
Well, on this project, on the planner project, even though I don't think we're making any kind of profit on it this year, I'm not sure if the printer is or not, but
I don't think they are.
we were feeling pretty blessed to have worked with them, though. They were pretty amazing.
Even through it all, we don't call it a complete loss or failure because we found a really fantastic printer locally. And so we were thinking, man, just being able to work with them has really taken a kind of a burden off of us. Just knowing that they're there so that if we need, a printing of whatever, we can get it done and we know they'll be able to do it and they're close by. So
Lisa says, I know you don't like them, but I think your counters look really good.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, they're okay. I don't absolutely hate them, but they're not like the pictures of the package said that they were going to turn out by any means. So
Tina, I love your cookbooks. I purchased 4 of your cookbooks for my 4 grown daughters for Christmas. Gave my light new cookbook to my grown son because I recently purchased your 20th anniversary edition for myself.
Yay.
They're all loving it. Thank you again. Such a great money saver. Thank you, Tina. That's awesome. I really appreciate that.
Yay. And Carol said she just found us. And she's so happy and inspired and encouraged.
She also said she hasn't been feeling well for a long time, and after finding the channel, she discovered it was chronic fatigue syndrome.
Oh, wow.
And fibromyalgia.
Well, there you go.
So she was thanking you for that too.
Yeah.
So, yay, thanks. and Kelly says got my planner the other day, and I love it.
Yay! Yeah, guys. I mean, we've had person after person saying how much they just absolutely love it. So thank you for letting me know. And I'm not saying I'm not going to make it next year. We're just trying to decide.
She's just a little discouraged after getting so hyped up about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It is really good. I may just print it just because I want one.
What does Tara keep smelling?
Oh,
LOL.
this is... Okay, so if you don't know, I'm a soap maker. I have this thing for soap. And I used to make soap, but I just couldn't do it anymore. So my daughter has taken over the goat milk soap and the goat milk cream. This is the oatmeal and honey. Ugh, it smells so good. But it's the goat milk. She's having a sale. So go to goatmilkgifts.com. Dry skin sufferers, I love it. Absolutely love it. It just helps my dry skin on my hands so much. I'm a gardener. Since I've been using this, I haven't had any issues. So... okay, and let me tell you on sales. All the planners ordered until December 28th have been shipped. After December 28th, they will ship January 15th to February 1st. The cookbooks, if you ordered our new color pictures and hardcover cookbook, we are hoping it will be here the end of next week, maybe, and then we'll start shipping the beginning of the next week. So like around the 16th, somewhere around there.
So I think that Jessica wants to make sure you didn't miss that she likes hers too. She gave you
Thanks, Jessica.
The high 5 hands earlier in the show. So.
My mom is still here. She's helping Grandma, deal with life insurances and military stuff and all that kind of stuff. She is not doing very well. She's feeling really, really sick from just the stress of having to deal with everything and not sleeping very good, and when you're not in your own bed, that type of thing.
I'd say she's still
So, anyway. Oh, thanks. Oh, you guys like my nails? I'm telling you, I need them to sponsor me.
Oh, let me see the color. I didn't realize. Oh, yeah.
I was going to say, I've had them on for 10 days.
I love the glow-in-the-dark ones that you had that one time. Because we were like...
It was freaky.
It was like the middle of the night, and I woke up, and I was like, what is that? I realized like it was her hand.
Yes. Okay, we're going to do a giveaway. Any last questions real quick? We're going to do a giveaway. Anastasia she ordered the planner set, and she did not want her apron, and she wanted to give it away to one of our viewers. So I have a Get It Together People apron.
Yeah, awesome.
Oh, thanks, Jeffrey.
Ooh,
Oh,
happy
late
birthday.
So type in apron. Oh dear, I only have one though. Okay, I'll give away 2 aprons. One on Facebook and one on YouTube. So type in apron. And I will give away an apron on Facebook and an apron on YouTube.
Darlene, Shelly says you've inspired me to pay off my bills. God bless you all. Thank you, Shelly. And we're so glad because it's amazing to get out of debt, especially. Darlene, is your mom going to be on Wednesday?
We're gonna see how she's feeling. So
might end up being next week because she's kind of overwhelmed at the moment, right?
Yep.
But she's still here for a little bit longer. Okay, cool.
All right,
Wow,
let's
that's
see.
a lot of aprons.
Somebody's got it. Okay, let's go to
now we're starting
YouTube
to see 'em.
first. Go to YouTube. Do we have
Lot of
any?
aprons.
Oh, we got a
yeah.
couple.
Just
Okay.
a few.
1, 2,
Is this one on YouTube
3.
and one on Facebook?
Yeah.
I'm stalling to give you guys a little more time.
Okay, go ahead.
1, 2, 3. Stop. Kenzie Ham on YouTube. Okay, so Kenzie, email me editor@livingonadime.com with your name and your address. I'm shocked at how many people don't send me their address. Your name and your address. And the apron's the only thing we're giving away, so you don't need to put that. Or you can if you want. So, okay. Next, Facebook. You ready? Scroll 1, 2, 3, stop!
Oops, sorry.
Okay, do it again. 1, 2, 3. I think I'm gonna sneeze.
Do it.
Stop! Carolyn Braun on
Woohoo!
Facebook. Carolyn Meredith Braun on Facebook.
Yay.
Email me, editor@livingonadime.com with your name and your address, and I will send you one of my Get It Together people aprons.
Yay. Very cool. I didn't know you were giving away aprons.
Here, I had to go pick up. Oh, I can't pick up Jack from school today, can I? So I'd have to go pick him up from school so I could log in on some other. Just kidding.
So you can win your own
Try to
apron.
win one.
You'd give me one, wouldn't you?
I could say something, but this is a family show, so I'm not going to say anything. All right, guys. Please visit us at livingonadime.com if you want to make these easy plan ahead leftovers with your plan ahead roast. And we tomorrow are going to start working on our second Dining on a Dime cookbook. Oh, no, you got to go to Boulder to do the computer, don't you?
I won't be there all day. I'm only going to be there. I scheduled it early, so I wouldn't be there.
I don't even know if we're going to get this done for Mother's Day now.
We're going to buckle down now. And actually, we talked about it over Christmas about having almost a singular focus on getting that book out, since it's been a very long time we've been trying
Well,
to
it's
get
kind of hard to
together.
focus when the computers keep having to go back because Apple can't get their act together.
Yeah.
People.
True. Very true. So...
All
All
right.
right. Have a good night, guys. Please like, subscribe, and share, and visit us at livingonadime.com.
See you Wednesday. Bye.